Hello and welcome. Today, we are going to cut right through all the noise and confusion surrounding forklift operator training. We're going to answer one critical question, and we'll use OSHA's own rules to do it. Who is actually qualified to train your team?
So, this is the big question, isn't it? Do you really need to go out and hire some expensive third-party trainer who has a special OSHA certification every single time you need to train a new operator or recertify an existing one? And there it is. The vast majority of companies believe this is a requirement, but it's just not true. The idea that you must use an external OSHA-certified trainer is probably one of the biggest and frankly most expensive myths in workplace safety. So today, we're going to take that myth apart, piece by piece. Okay, so let's dive right into this whole OSHA-certified trainer myth. It's so widespread, it's become accepted as fact. But here's the thing, it's not actually based on what the regulation says.
You've probably heard all of these before, right? These beliefs cause companies to spend thousands of dollars on outside trainers, deal with scheduling nightmares, and wait way too long to get new hires up and running. But the reality? OSHA doesn't issue trainer certifications, not at all. It doesn't approve specific trainers, and it absolutely does not say you can't train your own people. In fact, as we're about to see, training in-house can actually be way better for both safety and for compliance.
So if all that stuff is just a myth, what's the reality? Let's go straight to the source and look at what the official OSHA standard actually says. This is where everything becomes crystal clear.
And there you have it, straight from the horse's mouth. Now pay close attention to the words OSHA uses here. Knowledge, training, and experience. And what's the goal? To evaluate their competence. See what's missing? There's nothing in there about a government license, an external company, or some special OSHA-certified card. The entire focus is on proven competence. So it really boils down to this. OSHA defines a qualified trainer by these three pillars. You need to know the rules, you need to know how to teach, and you need to know how to actually operate the forklift. If someone in your company meets those three criteria, guess what? They can be your trainer. It's really that straightforward. Now, let's zoom in on that experience pillar, because this is where a lot of folks get tripped up. Does your trainer have to be someone who drives a forklift all day, every day? Well, according to an official OSHA interpretation, the answer is no. They just need to have the practical skills and the good judgment to operate the equipment safely right there in your specific environment. This means a skilled supervisor or a safety manager can absolutely qualify, even if driving a forklift isn't their primary job.
Okay, so how do you put this into practice? Let's talk about a real-world solution. Who, in your facility, right now, could potentially become your designated forklift trainer?
Just think about your team for a second. Based on those three pillars we just talked about, knowledge, training, and experience, who comes to mind? The regulation is actually designed to empower you to identify these people inside your own organization.
These are some of the usual suspects, right? Your veteran operator, well, they've got the experience down cold. Your supervisor has deep knowledge of the workplace and the authority to lead the training. And your safety manager? They already know the OSHA rules inside and out. Any one of them, once they get a little formal train-the-trainer instruction, can become your qualified in-house expert.
Now, this is a really critical distinction to make. Just because someone is your best, most efficient operator, that doesn't automatically make them a great trainer. Think about it. An operator's job is to do the task safely. A trainer's job is to teach the task, to critically evaluate another person's performance, and to handle all the necessary documentation. It's a completely different skill set.
All right, now for the section that probably matters most to a lot of you. What happens when an OSHA compliance officer shows up at your door? What are they actually going to be looking for?
Let's be perfectly clear on this. They are not looking for a fancy certificate from some specific company. What they're looking for is proof. Proof that you have a competent, well-documented training program in place. This table just says it all. An inspector isn't going to say, "Show me the license." They're going to ask, "Who's your trainer and what makes them qualified?" They won't care if you used an outside company. They will absolutely demand to see your training records. And they're going to want to know exactly how your operators were evaluated on your specific equipment, in your facility. It is all about substance, not a piece of paper.
So, let's wrap this up. Having an in-house trainer isn't just a compliant option. It's actually a massive strategic advantage for your entire operation. The benefits are just huge. I mean, you save money.
Obviously, you slash operational downtime because you train on your schedule. Your compliance actually gets stronger because an internal trainer knows your facility's unique quirks and dangers better than any outsider ever could. And you get this incredible flexibility to train people exactly when you need it done. And, this flexibility from OSHA isn't some accident or a loophole. It's completely intentional. OSHA knows that a warehouse in Florida is totally different from a factory in Ohio. They want your training to be tailored to your real-world conditions. And having an in-house trainer is the absolute best way to make that happen.
So here's a really simple, effective way to check off that training requirement for your in-house expert. A good online Train the Trainer course can provide all the formal instruction on OSHA rules, on teaching methods, and on proper documentation. When you combine that formal knowledge with your trainer's existing hands-on experience, you have created a qualified, competent, and completely defensible trainer.
And really, that's the ultimate takeaway here. We need to stop focusing on where the training came from or what the certificate on the wall looks like. The real question, the only question that matters is this: is your trainer competent? Do they have the knowledge, the training, and the experience to make your operators safe in your workplace? If you can answer yes to that, then you're not just meeting OSHA's requirements. You are protecting your people and running a smarter, more efficient operation.